Argentina. The name itself is a promise. A whisper of silver, vast plains, and mountains that scrape the sky. It's a place that gets under your skin before you even arrive. You see it in old movies, hear it in the sad, beautiful notes of a tango. This country at the end of the world calls to those who see not borders, but possibilities. The best stories are found on dusty roads, far from the tourist trail. This isn't just a trip. It's a pilgrimage to a land of beautiful contradictions. It's about more than seeing the sights. It's about feeling the place. The steak is legendary, the wine flows like water, and the people's warmth is unforgettable. You come expecting tango, gauchos, Patagonia, but Argentina is always one step ahead. It reveals itself slowly, one glass of Malbec, one shared meal, one long drive into the sunset. We start with anticipation, a sense that you're on the edge of something big. This isn't a packaged tour. It's about getting lost on purpose, finding a hole-in-the-wall restaurant, talking to the old man at the bar, understanding that the soul of a country is in its people and their food. This is a search for the authentic, the unpolished, the beautifully flawed heart of Argentina. So pack your bags, but leave your expectations at home. Argentina has its own rhythm, its own story to tell. If you listen closely, it might just let you be a part of it. Let's go. Let's see what we find at the bottom of the world. It's time to answer the call. Buenos Aires. A city of faded grandeur, tango, and smoky parillas. Tango is its soul, parilla its ritual. Here steak is honest, charred, and served with chimichurri. History lingers in cemeteries and plazas. The city is alive, haunted, unforgettable. This is Buenos Aires, raw, real, and waiting for you. Leave the city behind. Drive for hours and the world flattens out, the Pampas. This is the heartland where the legend of the gaucho was born. The gaucho, Argentinian cowboy, symbol of freedom and deep connection to the land. Lunch is asado, lamb slow roasting over fire, shared with gauchos, stories, and mate. Out here, time slows down. The Pampas is the quiet, powerful heart of Argentina. The journey continues. Next stop, the Andes. Fly west, and the Pampas fade into desert. Then, an oasis, Mendoza, the wine capital of Argentina. A lush, green paradise in the middle of arid land, thanks to mountain snowmelt and a river of wine. Malbec is the magic word here, a grape that found its home in the high-altitude deserts. The wine is dark, rich, and complex, tasting of sun and soil. We drove into the Uco Valley, vineyards stretch for miles backed by snow-capped Andes. This isn't just farming, it's art, a testament to creating beauty in harsh places. We visited a small family-run winery. Sophia, the owner, walked us through the vines. She spoke of wine as a living thing, a story in a bottle. We tasted her creations on the porch, each glass telling a piece of her family's story. This is Mendoza's spirit, passion, patience, and quiet pride. Lunch was simple empanadas, fresh from the oven, and more wine. The Andes watched over us in silence. In Mendoza, you learn that with hard work and vision, you can make a desert bloom. You can create something wonderful out of almost nothing. The wine, the land, the people, they're all part of the story. Here, every sip is a celebration. Mendoza is a place to slow down, savor, and dream. The desert, the vines, the mountains, they all come together in a glass of Malbec. Raise your glass. The road calls us north. The Andes await. Let's go. From Mendoza, we head north, following the spine of the Andes. The landscape shifts. Lush valleys give way to a world of rock and color. The mountains are painted in reds, greens, purples, and ochres, a geological masterpiece. This is a road trip into the sky. The air thins, the sun intensifies. Small, dusty villages cling to the mountainsides. Life here is tough, the people resilient. We stopped in Uspallata, a windswept crossroads for travelers. A simple meal, stew and bread, warms you from the inside out. The highlight, the road to the Christ, the Redeemer of the Andes statue. A winding, nerve-testing dirt track with breathtaking views. Surrounded by a sea of peaks, Aconcagua looms in the distance. Up here, silence is profound, broken only by the wind. The Andes remind you of nature's power, constantly changing, always humbling. You don't conquer this landscape, you move through it with awe. The Andes are a destination in themselves, a sacred, powerful place. They stay with you long after you've descended. Arriving in Salta feels like entering another country. The Northwest is shaped by strong indigenous culture. Faces, music, and food all different. Salta is a colonial gem, but the real magic lies in the Calchaquí valleys. The food is heartier, spicier, empanadas salteñas, small and juicy, baked in clay ovens. We found a market where women sold them from baskets, each recipe a family secret. Humitas, corn, onions, cheese, steamed in husks, taste of the earth. We drove into the Quebrada de las Conchas, a canyon of surreal red rock formations, the amphitheater, the devil's throat, nature's sculptures, colors so intense they seem unreal. Further south, Cafayate, a wine region specializing in torrontes, a fragrant white grape. We sipped cold wine in a cafe, watching the world go by. Life is slower here. People have time to talk, to relax. The Northwest forces you to appreciate small details, a perfect empanada, a mountain at sunset. It's a deeper, older Argentina. The landscapes are otherworldly, the traditions ancient. Here you slow down and savor every moment. The journey is as rich as the land itself. This is Argentina's soul, revealed in every bite and every view. Onward to the next adventure. From the dry Northwest, we flew to the lush tropical border with Brazil and Paraguay. The air is thick, the jungle alive with sound. And then you hear it, a distant rumble that grows into a deafening roar. Iguazu Falls, not just a waterfall, but a force of nature. You don't just see Iguazu, you feel it in your bones. Walkways take you over, under, and into the heart of the falls. 275 waterfalls stretching for kilometers. The scale is mind-boggling. The spray soaks you, rainbows form in the mist, butterflies land on your arm. The main event? Garganta del Diablo, the devil's throat. You walk out over the river, the roar growing louder until you stand at the edge of a massive chasm. Water thunders into a misty abyss, the noise so loud you can't hear yourself think. It's primal, awe-inspiring, and unforgettable. Afterward, a boat takes you right up to the base of the falls, drenched, laughing, exhilarated. Iguazu is a reminder that nature is not always gentle. Sometimes it's loud, chaotic, overwhelmingly powerful, and beautiful. Here you feel small and very much alive. The jungle, the water, the energy, it's pure Argentina. This is a place that stays with you. The journey is almost over. But there's one last frontier, south to Patagonia. The end of the world awaits. Let's go. Finally, we went south, as far as you can go. Patagonia, a land of myths, legends, and epic reality. Towering peaks, massive glaciers, windswept steppes, turquoise lakes, shaped by ice and wind. Patagonia isn't a place you visit, it's a place you experience. We flew into El Calafate, gateway to Los Glaciares National Park. The Perito Moreno Glacier, 30 kilometers long, 5 wide, alive and constantly moving. We watched as thunderous chunks of ice crashed into the lake. From El Calafate, we drove to El Chalten, a frontier town at the base of Fitzroy. Hiking to Laguna de los Tres, the last kilometer nearly vertical, we reached a glacial lake reflecting jagged granite spires. The beauty left us breathless. Patagonia teaches patience. The weather is wild, the wind fierce. You learn to wait for the clouds to clear, to respect the elements. A simple meal, lamb stew, tasted like survival after a long day in the cold. Patagonia gets into your soul, a place of profound beauty and solitude. It's the end of the world, and it's perfect. Here you find yourself. The journey has changed you. The adventure is almost over, but the memories will last forever. Patagonia is a love letter to wild places. It's the final chapter of Argentina, and it's unforgettable. Every journey ends. The last day is bittersweet. You try to soak up every last sight, sound, and taste. Our journey across Argentina was a whirlwind of landscapes, flavors, and faces. From Buenos Aires to Patagonia, Mendoza to Iguazu, Argentina is impossible to define in a single word. What do you take with you? Memories, the glacier calving, the perfect steak, the sound of tango? But Argentina changes you. It teaches passion, resilience, and the joy of sharing a meal with strangers who become friends. For our last meal, we returned to a simple parrilla in Buenos Aires. No fancy tablecloths, just fire, meat, and salt. We ordered everything: chorizo, morcilla, asado de tira. We ate slowly, drank Malbec, and talked about the journey. It was the perfect way to say goodbye, a meal that was pure Argentina. So, should you go to Argentina? Absolutely. Go, get lost, eat too much steak, drink too much wine, talk to people. Let the country surprise you. It will. This journey will fill your senses and stir your soul. Argentina will stay with you, long after you've come home. It will call you back. Argentina is not just a destination, it's a love affair. A beautiful, complicated, passionate affair that leaves you wanting more. Pack your bags. The adventure of a lifetime is waiting at the end of the world.